Yeah. Yeah. And for me, like Dewey Crow, it's like 1-2 with both of those. But like for Dewey, he's such a dummy, but he's a criminal who's incompetent, and he's a dummy, but he has the best lines, right?
Most believable criminal
best.
on the show, by the way, because
Yeah.
that's the intelligence of your average criminal, not Boyd Crowder. It's Dewey Crow.
Yeah. Not everybody's Hannibal Lecter.
That's
Whatever,
exactly right. Yep. Yep. I actually because Dickie Bennett, Dewey Crow doesn't pretend to think he's smart, right? He's occasionally he has a breakthrough or thinks he's smart. And Dickie Bennett, though, is just smart enough to not be able to fool himself or to be able to fool himself into thinking he's smarter than he actually is. And so the recurring bit they have where he shows up once a season to essentially outsmart himself in the prison is just wonderful. I really like
a reverse Hannibal Lecter, right? Because
that's exactly what it is.
Why am I going to help you, Raylan Givens? He has to get his ass beat in.
The inverse Hannibal Lecter. I can't believe we didn't hit on that during the show when we were. Yeah, no, that's exactly what that's brilliant. I love that. Okay. All right. So now, and I don't like to do too many negatives. So I'm just going to say we've got a couple of like worst or least favorite sort of items here. We've got our least liked main cast character and recurring character. And then kind of the least liked episode and storyline.
Okay. What do I have here? Least like storyline. Oh, where Daryl Crow gets his ball shot off, and at the end of that, you know what? I maybe it's just me, but that angle where Raylan and Wendy are like looking at him, like as if they're looking at. I don't know. That's just I don't know. I think it's kind of gimmicky, and I don't know. That's probably worst being relative also. I mean,
yeah, of course.
I think that's but I don't know. I just had that listed because it just reminded me of, was it Casino or the where Robert De Niro and or like sitting there like curb stomping that one guy and you get the view or
that's
was
in
it the other one?
That's in Goodfellas.
Oh, Goodfellas. Okay, yeah.
Keep him here. You keep him here.
Yeah. So that was that's what I had as least favorite
storyline.
Yeah, for a storyline or moment.
Mine was the Raylan Winona reverse heist. That was my least favorite sort of storyline of the whole run, because it's just, I mean, it's the inspired stupidity of stealing the money in the first place, followed by trying to return it. It's crazy.
Yeah. I do like that guy got away with it at the end, though.
That is a cool little twist on the story, and it's a very Elmore Leonard sort of twist to put on the story, and I liked that very much too.
Yeah.
What about character? What are your least liked main cast or recurring?
Did I have anybody here? Where's I don't have a least liked character.
Okay.
Is that?
No, I mean, Winona is my least liked character. I mean, she's annoying, right? She's dismissive and flighty, and she's hot and cold, and seemingly only interested if you're on her terms. I don't like it, but at the same time, she's super hot. So fine.
It's a hot privilege.
It is.
That's the hot privilege.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. And then I had Picker on here too, because
really?
Picker to me struck me as sort of an attempted Mike Ehrmantraut, but wasn't really successful at being a sort of Mike Ehrmantraut style character. That was how I felt about Picker. He's fine, and again, this is all relative, right? Like comparing like a character like Picker to a character like Catherine Hale, and you're like, oh, okay, I see why he comes up second in that competition. And you start comparing him to characters down the line, and you're like, oh, wait, he gets pretty far down the list here.
I went with him, and because he's an older dude, right? So like him and all these other people who like I always think a crime is a young man's game because you don't have a track record.
Well, you're right. I mean, like the Sopranos or whatever. All the old guys are in jail or dead. Like they don't. No, you're absolutely. Crime is a young man's game because you're gonna eventually accumulate that jacket or accumulate enemies, and either way, you're off the board.
You're off the board. Yeah. Well, I wonder, you know what? And I think I left that blank because I couldn't even think, but you saying Winona, that does make up, like the hot girl privilege does make up for a lot, right?
It does.
That is, but yeah, I think I would probably go with her. That's fine.
Just the way she was written, it was obnoxious, I thought, but.
Oh yeah. I mean, was she the hottest girl in the series? As far as like the main character, yeah,
I think so.
I would say, yeah,
probably.
But she was, yeah. I mean,
for main characters, for sure, yeah.
For main characters, for sure, yeah. I
Jackie Nevada might give her a run for her money, but
that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say out of all the girls that flung themselves at Raylan, like, do you have a top three as far as like Jackie Nevada would be up there as far as opportunities?
Well up there. Although Carla Gugino is pretty amazing too. Different age bracket, but man, she's hot. And you know what? In the same season, that bounty hunter from Miami, the one who got completely naked on camera. That ended up dying. She was pretty hot too.
I had who did I have? Oh, I was thinking of that girl who was on that Numbers show. Who when they went to that house for the it was like Raylan and Ray went to that house, and there was the fighter. She was like
amateur fighter.
Yeah. I liked her.
Okay.
But I was thinking that as the list of come ons that Raylan experienced during the series.
I think she and Raylan never met, but wasn't Gary Busey's kid's girlfriend like super hot too?
Oh, she was. She was. She was. Yeah. No Sydney Sweeney, but I just we're just throwing that name in because that's popular, so the algorithm can like us.
Just let the algorithm tag us. Yeah. Anything popularity. Florence Pugh, Poor Things, Oppenheimer.
Yes.
I haven't seen Poor Things yet. I did see Oppenheimer, but I haven't seen Poor Things.
What's Poor? I don't even know what that is.
That's the Emma Stone movie. Yeah. So it's a weird movie because it's that I can't remember the director's name, but he's a weirdo. It's like I think he's Greek. It's like a Boulos name or something like that. And so he, this movie, the synopsis of it I read basically said that this Emma Stone's character dies young in her 20s or whatever, and she's resurrected by this doctor, this weird doctor who I think is played by the guy who played the Green Goblin in the Spider-Man movies, Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so this doctor resurrects her, but she comes back a little different. And she doesn't have all of a sudden she doesn't have inhibitions anymore or whatever. And I think her and Mark Ruffalo just like bang for the entire movie. And it's like that she loses all inhibitions and becomes this unrestrained ego and just, has just bangs Mark Ruffalo and anybody she can get her hands on, like the whole movie from what I've read. So, but I think there's obviously there's a story here too. I'm just not sure what the story is because I haven't seen the movie yet. So
I'm looking at Emma Stone. They really did a number on her. Oh, she did a number on her hair.
Yeah.
She doesn't look like Emma Stone. She does.
In the movie? Yeah, she does. She looks like Emma Stone, but it's like a weird Emma Stone. Like, and she walks funny in the movie, and she like her limbs move weirdly, and it's strange. It's like a riff on Frankenstein, I think.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, now I have to like look at a trailer or something like that.
Well, she won best actress for that, so that's.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. That's her second. Emma Stone has 2 Oscars.
Oh my God!
Isn't that crazy? I mean, it's great. She's a great actress. I love Emma Stone. It's just wild to me that the person I first saw in Superbad has won 2 Oscars.
That's right, huh? She was a Superbad that movie. Wow, that's pretty accomplished. Was she even 30? She's not even. She's still young.
No,
right?
she's got to be in her 30s by this point. Yeah, she's probably like 34 or something like that, I would guess. Probably right around there. But
she's probably a little crazy. I don't know if Amber Heard crazy, but
well, I think to be a celebrity, you have to be a little bit crazy, like to even want to continue to be a celebrity, much less become one in the first place.
Yeah.
But she's always struck me as somebody who kind of gets it. Actually,
yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh yeah, she was in that movie Easy A. Remember that movie? That was good.
That was a good movie.
Yeah,
too.
I like that. Yeah.
She's been in a lot of good stuff. She's a good actress. I like her a lot.
Did you ever see that? What was it? La La Land? Do you ever see that?
I love La La Land. I think it's a fantastic film. I love the music. I am a big La La Land fan.
I couldn't make it through all the way.
Oh yeah. I can certainly see that. If you don't like musicals, you're not going to make it through that movie. But man, go ahead. Sorry.
What's that? What's that?
I was going to say, I was going to comment on La La Land, but you were going to finish your thought on something. So go ahead.
Oh no, I just think it's not like I don't like musicals. I just I don't know, for whatever reason I couldn't make my way through that thing.
Yeah.
But
well, I will say that Ryan Gosling makes it a little bit difficult at points. He really does. I will say that. His jazz supremacy is a little bit much to bear sometimes, but that opening number, man, on the freeway, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And
as somebody who relocated to Southern California, not in hopes of being famous or whatever, but it resonates with me, you know?
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll give you a pass on that.
I like musicals, you know that.
Yeah. I don't think I'm as big of a fan as you are of musicals.
I know you like
but
the
there
sound
are
of
some
music.
of them that are good. I do. But that's like, what is that, entry level musical?
It is.
Is it really?
No, that's definitely entry level, I would say.
Yeah.
Very accessible.
Yeah. But it's a classic for a reason.
Yes.
That's what they call it.
No, it's timeless.
Yeah.
I mean, we just think we could have Nazis now.
That's right. Is it the predictive programming that Nazis are always going to be the villain?
Yeah, exactly.
In all the movies.
I mean, I'm okay with that. I just prefer we had a few less of them in real life.
Well, all the Nazis that come out as Nazis, they're actually all feds.
No, I know. Yeah, no, I know. Yes, I know. It's a false flag.
It's a false flag.
Yeah, the problem is the ones that don't come out as Nazis. Those are the ones that I'm most concerned about. Yeah. The secret Nazis. Those are the ones that worry me. The guys who are out there goose stepping and carrying the flag or whatever. You know, they're pretty upfront about what they're up to. It's the ones that are secretly planning that I worry about. Like the Norm Macdonald bit. You know who I worry about is Germany. You know, in the early 1900s, they went to war with the world. And then 20 years later, they did it again. And it was closer than you think it would be.
I like the Norm Macdonald, the one. Oh, hey, look at this! Who would have thought that the winners of the wars write the history, and they're all the good guys.
Exactly. Oh, R.I.P. Norm, you are missed, my friend. The world is significantly less funny without him in it.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to Justified here. We're almost through kind of my list and almost into the spinoffs and standalone movie ideas. Just a couple of more that I wanted to hit that I think I have good answers for here. Favorite episode and favorite storyline or moment.
Okay, so my favorite episode I have here. I have Decoy, where